guys, welcome to our first YouTube video. My name's Jay.
And I'm Kat. And our YouTube channel is going to be pretty much everything health. We're going to give you workouts, home and gym. We're going to give you recipes. We're going to give you reviews. We're going to give you pretty much advice on how to become a better version of you.
And please bear with us, you guys, because this is our first YouTube video. And we're going to be super nervous and just bear with us.
And we're not experts. Let me just say that again.
We're going based off of what helped us, and maybe it'll help you guys, so
here we go. Okay, so personally, I always like to start my mornings with drinking apple cider vinegar, as you can see here. I normally do like about 1 or 2 tablespoons, well, I do 2 tablespoons, and I dilute it with about 8 ounces of water. I do this for many reasons. I do feel like it does help me with my bloating. Also, I do it because I'm gonna give you an example. When you eat carbs, your body produces a form of sugar. Insulin in particular will turn those carbs into fat. So what drinking apple cider vinegar does is, instead of producing all those insulin levels, pretty much just helps you regulate those levels so you won't be storing those carbs as fat. And this just helps me. It's an awesome way to start my day. I like to do it on an empty stomach. I wait about 20 minutes and then I'll have breakfast if I can. I do recommend, if you're starting out, maybe 1 tablespoon. I get a lot of questions. Will it make me go to the bathroom? And honestly, I could just tell you my personal experience.
It just depends on, because everybody is different, so.
I mean, I will say it does make me go to the bathroom more frequently, but I don't know if it's gonna, make you sick or anything. So I do recommend to just try like one tablespoon with 8 ounces of water.
I do 1 tablespoon.
Yeah, and then from then on, if you feel like your body takes it well, you could add a little bit more. When I do have my cheat meal, I do it in the morning and I do it at night, just because I feel like it just helps me with my bloating.
Okay. And if you're not a big fan of apple cider vinegar, you can also drink water. It helps with your skin, the complexion of your skin. It helps also to lose weight. So give it a try. It's water or vinegar. I mostly do water and sometimes do the vinegar, but not as much because I'm not a big fan of it. Also, you guys, what we both do is we drink water, or she'll do her apple cider vinegar before eating anything. I have a mason jar that is a 32 ounce, and I always drink half of it. And then after I drink half, I'll eat. Or like in Kat's case, she'll drink her apple cider vinegar and then wait 30 minutes and then eat.
But I also drink water before eating, just because it will make me, sometimes apple cider vinegar will make my stomach burn. And I feel like I drink water just to, bring it back down. But I do recommend drinking water before every meal.
Yeah.
It will make you feel fuller. It'll help you.
It'll flush down all the toxins that you have. So that's really helpful.
And it will help you metabolize that food even faster.
Also, what I like to do is I like to drink warm water. Like, I feel like it helps a lot. It's helped me. I recently started doing that and it helps me. I think it's a really good idea. But it's just up to you how you want to drink it.
I tried that warm water and it actually helped me, because sometimes I don't feel like doing the apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
I will say it's pretty nasty, really nasty actually. But also, another advice is never ever skip breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. And also it helps out with later on that day, so you won't crave all these other foods. So you'll go in your kitchen and you start to get chips, you start to get brownies. By eating breakfast, I feel like it helps avoid that.
Yeah, just on Thursday, 2 days ago, I skipped breakfast because I was having such a busy day. And I came back and I ate lunch, and okay, I was craving something sweet all day. I had dinner, I was still craving something sweet. And then I was just like, why am I just so hungry? Why do I have all these cravings? And it was because I skipped breakfast. I didn't fight that. I had to eat like a whole bag of grapes, frozen grapes. But hey.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Also, we want to talk about the foods you should avoid. The foods I usually avoid are candy, sweet drinks, which is like Coke, Kool-Aid, what else?
Juices.
Because all that has sugar in it, and that's not what you want. Sugar is fat. Just put that in your head. Sugar is fat, and that way you won't try to eat it.
Honestly, I think that was the first thing I stopped doing when I started like this whole healthy thing.
Yeah.
Is if I'm gonna be consuming calories, I'd much rather be eating them than drinking them. It's just,
Yeah.
You'll be surprised about how much sugar and how much calories is just in like a little cup of like Sunny D or something.
Oh my, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like I personally I don't drink any of that. I only stick with water. And it's hard in the beginning because you crave it because you're so used to it. But it gets easier.
Just
Trust me.
Drink water. Like honestly, it's the best thing for you. You don't, me personally, you shouldn't drink your calories in my opinion, especially like you also have those coffees that are loaded with creamers, are loaded with sugar. It's just not worth it, guys.
Not at all.
Some of the foods I avoid is pretty much anything processed. We're talking pretzels, we're talking crackers, we're talking chips, we're talking, cake, cupcakes. Pretty much all that stuff is just pretty much bad. Anything that contains flour. I also try to avoid tortillas, limit myself on the intake of that. Let's see what else. Just refined carbs, I would say, processed carbs.
Those pan dulces, they're so delicious. Avoid.
I will say having half of one for breakfast. Only half of one for breakfast.
I tear them up.
I was like, oh my god, it's so good.
I will eat them all. My mom cannot leave them on the table because I will eat them all in one day. So it's still hard for me, even though I've been doing this since I would say middle school, probably middle school, and I stopped drinking water. I mean water, like Coke and all that in high school because we had this coach that was really strict on us. So thanks to those coaches, I don't drink any more juice or any of that.
One thing that I also try to avoid is pretty much a lot of dairy products. We're talking cheese, we're talking sour creams, we're talking pretty much, all the dairy products, just because you'll be surprised at how much sugar and fat is in them. Like just cheese. I love cheese, for example, but
It's mostly fat.
I
feel it is because I was watching a documentary last night and it's mostly fat.
Like when you melt it, you see like fat coming off of it. It's just, I just try to avoid dairy products as well as creamers, just because, like for example, creamers, they put more sugar than actual cream in most creamers if you actually read the labels. That's just something I found that has helped me out a lot.
And we're not telling you to cut it off right away. I mean, it's gonna take time because it took us time. I mean, it just takes time. Take it slow. Don't eat it as much. I mean, you can eat it like maybe once a day to just start it off.
Yeah, just limit yourself. We're not saying we're not perfect. We sometimes do indulge in these things. We try not to do it every day. We discourage you from doing it every day. Just, watch your portions. I think that's the most important part.
Yeah, very true.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. We hope you tune in next time. And, like we said, bear with us. We don't know everything, but this is just what has helped us.
So, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little bell button so that whenever we upload another video, you guys will be notified. So that's it. Thank you for watching.
Ciao.